I found out my entire family went to Paris without me through a Facebook album. Not a call. Not a text. Not even a guilty "wish you were here" postcard. Just 87 photos of my mom, my 2 sisters, their husbands, their kids, and even my Aunt Carol, who I'm pretty sure doesn't own a passport but apparently found one for this trip. All smiling in front of the Eiffel Tower like a stock photo for world's happiest family vacation. And me? I was home. In my apartment. Eating leftover pizza. Believing the lie my mom told me 3 weeks earlier. Let me rewind. 3 weeks before the Facebook album that destroyed my entire perception of my family, Mom called. "Honey, I have bad news." I was at my desk, halfway through debugging code that made me want to throw my laptop out the window. "What's wrong?" "The anniversary trip. We have to cancel it." My parents' 40th wedding anniversary. We'd been planning it for months. A week in Vermont. Cabin by the lake. The whole family together. I'd requested time off work. Bought hiking boots. Even practiced making s'mores without burning the marshmallow because Mom's weirdly particular about marshmallow texture. Cancel? Why? Budget issues. She sighed, and it sounded so genuine that I actually felt bad for her. Your father's truck needs a new transmission. $1,500. We just can't swing both right now. Mom, I can help. Let me cover part. No, sweetheart. You've done enough. You just got that promotion. Save your money. We'll do something smaller. Maybe a nice dinner instead. Are you sure? Positive. Family is together no matter where we are, right? Right. I love you. You're such a good son. I hung up feeling guilty that I'd even offered money. Like I was rubbing my financial stability in her face or something. So I canceled my time off request. Returned the hiking boots. Went back to my regular life. And I didn't think about it again. Until I opened Facebook 3 weeks later. I wasn't even looking for anything. Just mindlessly scrolling during my lunch break. Sandwich in one hand, phone in the other, brain on autopilot. Then I saw it. My sister Rachel had posted an album. Paris Family Trip 2024. 87 photos. I sat there, sandwich frozen halfway to my mouth, staring at my phone like it had just confessed to a crime. Photo 1. Everyone at the airport. Matching luggage. Matching excitement. Photo 2. On the plane. Mom holding a glass of champagne. Caption. Cheers to 40 years. Photo 3. Outside a cafe. Everyone holding croissants like they're in a romantic comedy. Photo 4 through 87. The Eiffel Tower. The Louvre. Notre Dame. A river cruise. Fancy restaurants. Hotel rooms with views. Everyone smiling. Everyone together. Everyone except me. I scrolled through every single photo. Not one of me. Not one mention of me. Not even a comment like, "Wish our brother could be here." Just radio silence. Like I didn't exist. My brain did that thing where it tries to rationalize the irrational. Maybe it's old photos? No. Rachel's kid is wearing a shirt that says, Paris 2024. Maybe it's photoshopped? No. There's a TikTok video embedded. Everyone's moving. Laughing. Very much in Paris. Maybe I'm in some of the photos and just didn't see. I scrolled again. Checked every single face. Nope. Just them. I put my sandwich down. Suddenly wasn't hungry. My phone buzzed. Text from my coworker Jenny. You good? You've been staring at your phone for 10 minutes. I looked up. Apparently, I'd been sitting in the break room long enough to concern people. Yeah. Fine. Just family stuff. Everything okay? Define okay. She raised an eyebrow but didn't push. Jenny's good like that. I went back to my desk. Tried to work. Couldn't focus. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw those photos. My mom. In Paris. Holding a champagne. Celebrating 40 years of marriage. The anniversary trip she said was cancelled. Because of budget issues. But apparently the budget was fine. The budget was great. The budget took 8 people to Paris for a week. The budget just didn't include me. I opened my messages. Found the conversation with Mom from 3 weeks ago. Budget issues. We just can't swing both right now. I stared at those words until they stopped making sense. Then I did something I'm not proud of. I checked my bank account. Looked at the transactions from the last month. $200 to Mom. Help with groceries. $300 to Rachel. Emergency car repair. $150 to my other sister, Ashley. Kids' school supplies. I'd given my family $650 in the last month alone. While they saved up for Paris, I closed my laptop. Told my boss I felt sick. Went home. Sat on my couch. Stared at the wall. My cat, Benson, jumped up next to me. Looked at me with those judgmental cat eyes that somehow always know when you're spiraling. They went to Paris, I told him. He blinked slowly. Which in cat language either means, I understand your pain, or, feed me. Hard to tell. My phone buzzed. Text from Rachel. OMG, Paris was amazing. You would have loved it. We missed you. We missed you. I read that 3 times. We missed you. Not, sorry you couldn't come. Not, wish we could have included you. Just, we missed you. Like I chose not to go. Like I had the option and said no thanks. I typed and deleted 4 different responses. You lied to me. Too aggressive. Why wasn't I invited? Too pathetic. Budget issues, huh? Too passive-aggressive. Although, honestly, passive-aggressive was feeling pretty appropriate right now. Mom said the trip was cancelled. Too explanatory. Like I owed her an explanation for being confused about being systematically excluded from a family vacation I thought didn't exist. I deleted everything. Didn't respond. Then I did what any rational person would do. I went through the entire Facebook album again. Methodically. Like I was gathering evidence for a trial. Photo 12, Mom and Dad kissing in front of the Eiffel Tower at sunset. Caption. 40 years and still in love, 2 hearts. Photo 34, Rachel and Ashley doing a champagne toast. Caption. Sisters before misters. Best trip ever. Photo 56, all the grandkids eating gelato. Caption. Making memories with the cousins. Photo 73, everyone at a fancy restaurant. Multiple wine bottles. Looks expensive. Caption. Celebrating family. Nothing better than this. I zoomed in on that one. Counted the wine bottles. 7. At a Paris restaurant, that's easily a $400 meal. Minimum. But sure. Budget issues. My phone buzzed again. Ashley this time. Just got back from the most amazing trip. Paris is incredible. You have to go someday. You have to go someday. Like I wasn't supposed to go this day. With them. I still didn't respond. Benson headbutted my hand. Demanded pets. I obliged. What do I do? I asked him. He purred. Unhelpful. I could call Mom. Demand an explanation. Ask why I wasn't invited. Why did she lie? Why did everyone lie? But what would that accomplish? She'd have an excuse. A reason. Something that made it sound less cruel than it was. Oh, honey, we didn't want to burden you. You're so busy with work. We know you don't like long flights. It was a last-minute thing. All lies. But lies she'd deliver with such conviction that I'd end up apologizing for being hurt. That's how it always worked. I'd point out something hurtful. She'd reframe it. I'd feel guilty. We'd move on. Not this time. This time I sat with it. Let myself feel the full weight of what they'd done. They'd planned a trip. Saved money. Booked flights. Packed bags. Went to Paris. Spent a week together. Posted 87 photos. And didn't tell me. Not because they forgot. Not because of a miscommunication. But because they didn't want me there. That was the part that hurt most. Not the exclusion itself. But the intentionality of it. They chose this. I opened my laptop. Googled. Flights to Paris from my city. $1,500. Round trip. I could have afforded that. Easily. Especially since I'd just given them $650 in emergency funds that apparently went toward baguettes and Louvre tickets. My phone buzzed. Group chat this time. The family group chat I'd been muted in because the notifications were constant, and mostly just photos of Rachel's kids doing normal kid things. I unmuted it. Scrolled up. 3 weeks of messages. Planning. Excitement. Packing lists. Can't wait. Messages. All happening while Mom told me the trip was cancelled. I read every message. Saw my sisters coordinating outfits for photos. Saw my mom asking about restaurant reservations. Saw my dad making jokes about French people and berets. Not one person said, "Should we tell him?" Not one person said, "Maybe we should invite him?" Just planning. Excitement. And then photos. 87 of them. I scrolled to the bottom. Most recent message from an hour ago. Rachel. Already missing Paris. Best family trip ever. Red heart. Ashley. We need to do this every year. Mom. So blessed to have this family. Love you all. I stared at that message for a long time. Love you all. All. Which apparently meant everyone but me. I closed the group chat. Put my phone face down. Sat in silence. Benson curled up in my lap. Started purring. The only family member who consistently showed up for me, and he was a cat who knocked things off counters for fun. That night I didn't sleep. Just laid in bed staring at the ceiling, replaying every conversation from the last month. Every time I'd asked about the anniversary trip. Every time Mom said it was cancelled. Every time I believed her. I felt stupid. That was the worst part. Not the hurt. The stupidity. How did I not know? How did I miss all the signs? But that was the thing. There were no signs. They were good at this. Practiced. Like they'd done it before. And maybe they had. How many other family things had I been excluded from? How many, cancelled, plans had actually just been cancelled for you? My alarm went off at 6. I dragged myself out of bed. Showered. Went to work. Functioned. Barely. Jenny noticed. You look like hell. Didn't sleep. Family stuff still? Yeah. Want to talk about it? Not yet. She nodded. Brought me coffee. Extra shot of espresso. Jenny understood the universal language of everything sucks but caffeine helps. I made it through the day. Then another. Then another. Didn't respond to any messages. Didn't comment on the Paris album. Didn't call Mom. Just existed in this weird limbo of knowing something terrible but not knowing what to do about it. A week passed. The Paris album got more comments. More likes. More, so jealous, and looks amazing. Responses from distant relatives who didn't know I existed, let alone that I'd been excluded. I watched it all happen. Silently. Like an anthropologist studying a foreign culture. The culture of my family. Where I was apparently optional. And then, exactly 1 week after I saw the album, my phone rang. Mom. I stared at her name on the screen. Watched it ring. 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 Voicemail. I didn't check it. She called again an hour later. Then again that evening. On the 4th call, I answered. Hi, Mom. Oh, thank God. I've been trying to reach you all day. I've been busy. Well, I need to talk to you about something important. Here it comes. The apology. The explanation. I can explain about Paris. Okay. I need your help. Not an apology. With what? We're in a bit of a financial bind. Your father's truck is acting up again. The truck. The $1,500 transmission that canceled our Vermont trip. The trip that never existed. And we need about $5,000 to cover it, plus some other bills that piled up. $5,000. After Paris. After lying to me. After excluding me. After 87 photos of a family vacation I was never invited to. $5,000. Can you help us out? I know it's a lot, but you're doing so well, and we're really struggling right now. I sat there. Silent. Processing. She needed money. Right now. A week after Paris. After champagne toasts and fancy dinners and matching luggage and 87 photos. She needed my money. Hello? Are you there? I'm here. So can you help? I opened my laptop. Pulled up Photoshop. Started creating something. Let me see what I can do, I said. I'll get back to you. Thank you, honey. You're such a good son. I knew I could count on you. A good son. I hung up. Benson jumped on my desk. Watched me work. We're about to do something, I told him. He meowed, which I chose to interpret as approval. I finished the image. A screenshot of a banking app. Transaction failed. Insufficient funds. Fake. Completely fake. But it looked real enough. I saved it. Stared at it. Then I opened the family group chat. The one I'd been silently watching for a week. And I started typing. This was going to be good. I stared at the fake screenshot before sending it. Transaction failed. Insufficient funds. Perfect. Clean. Exactly like my banking app when a transfer fails. My finger hovered over send. Part of me felt guilty. The part trained for 29 years to put their needs first. But then I remembered 87 photos. I hit send. Sorry, Mom. Accounts showing insufficient funds. Attached screenshot. Looks like I've been spending more than I thought. 3 dots appeared immediately. Mom. Oh no! Can you check with your bank? Maybe it's an error? Me. I'll look into it. Might take a few days. Mom. We really need this soon. The truck situation is urgent. Urgent. Everything was always urgent when they needed money. Me. I understand. Let me see what I can figure out. I put my phone down. Opened my laptop. Started doing math. Paris trip. 8 people. Conservative estimates. Flights, 1,500 per person. Times 8. 12,000. Hotel, week in Paris, 2 rooms. 3,000. Food and activities, rough estimate, 4,000. Total, around $19,000. For a trip they said was cancelled due to budget issues. I pulled up the Facebook album again. Counted people carefully. Mom. Dad. Rachel. Ashley. Both their husbands. Aunt Carol. Uncle Greg. 8 people went to Paris. 8 people who could afford it. Mom wanted $5,000 from me. 5,000 divided by 8 people. $625 each. I opened a notes app. Started typing. This needed to be perfect. Not angry. Just mathematical. After 20 minutes I had it. Hi everyone. Mom reached out about needing $5,000 for an emergency. Unfortunately, I'm unable to help right now, screenshot attached. However, I did some math. I noticed 8 people just returned from Paris, beautiful photos by the way. Mom needs $5,000. $5,000 divided by 8 people who went to Paris equals $625 each. Or we can split by couples. $5,000 divided by 4 couples equals $1,250 per couple. Seems fair, right? Everyone who could afford the Paris anniversary trip should be able to split this emergency. Let me know how you'd like to handle Venmo. I'll forward Mom's request below. Hope this helps. I read it 3 times. Polite. Helpful. Mathematical. And absolutely devastating. I copied Mom's original message. Pasted it below. Attached the fake screenshot. My finger hovered over send. This was it. Everything would change. I hit send. Then immediately typed. I'm going to step back from the family chat for a while. Everyone has the math. And before anyone could respond, I left the group. The chat disappeared. My phone was silent for 45 seconds. Then it exploded. Text from Rachel. What the hell? Ashley. Are you serious right now? Mom. Please call me right now. Rachel again. You just humiliated the entire family. Dad. Your mother is crying. I watched them pile up. Didn't open any. Phone started ringing. Mom. Declined. Rachel. Declined. Ashley. Declined. I turned on Do Not Disturb. Made a sandwich. Turned on Netflix. My phone kept lighting up on the coffee table. Notification after notification. After an hour, they slowed down. Then stopped. I picked it up. 53 unread texts. 7 missed calls. I didn't open any of them. Then a different notification. Venmo. Ashley had sent me $5. Memo. Budget issues? Face with tears of joy. I stared at it. She was mocking me. $5. Like this was funny. Another Venmo. Rachel's husband Tom. $5. Memo. For the Paris Fund LOL. Another. Aunt Carol. $5. Memo. Family helps family red heart face with rolling eyes. 3 people. $15 total. Out of 5,000. With mocking memos. They thought this was a joke. I screenshot each payment. Saved them. Then I accepted all 3. And sent requests back. To Ashley, request for $625. Memo. Your share of Mom's $5,000 emergency. Math and previous message. Thanks. To Tom, $625. Same memo. To Aunt Carol, $625. Same memo. Then to everyone else on the Paris trip. Rachel. Mike. Uncle Greg. Mom. Dad. $625 each. 8 requests. $5,000 total. My phone erupted again. Ashley. Are you insane? Tom. This is harassment. Rachel. I'm blocking you. Mom. Please stop this. You're hurting everyone. I silenced the notifications. Made another sandwich. I'd spent 29 years being the reliable one. The wallet. Not anymore. Now I was just a guy with a calculator, a fake screenshot, and zero tolerance for people who excluded him from Paris but expected him to fund their emergencies. And honestly, it felt pretty good. I woke up the next morning to 127 notifications. Texts. Calls. Voicemails. Even an email from Mom with subject line, "Please read." I deleted it without opening. Made coffee. My phone kept buzzing like an angry hornet. Around noon, my doorbell rang. I checked the peephole. Rachel. Standing there in expensive athleisure, holding her phone like a weapon. I didn't open the door. She knocked. I know you're home. Your car's here. Silence from me. This is ridiculous. Open the door. More silence. Fine. I'll just say it through the door. You embarrassed the entire family? Mom is devastated. Those Venmo requests? You actually think we're going to pay you? I walked to my bedroom. Put on headphones. She knocked for 5 more minutes. Then left. My phone buzzed. Text from unknown number. It's Ashley. Had to text from a friend's phone. What you did was cruel. I typed back. What's cruel is lying about a cancelled trip. What I did was math. 3 dots. We didn't lie. We just didn't tell you. That's literally lying. It was Mom's decision. She didn't think you'd want to come. She didn't ask? Because you're always busy with work. I requested time off for Vermont. The trip you cancelled. Long pause. Then, that was different. How? Paris was expensive. We didn't want you to feel obligated. I stared at that. They were protecting me. By lying. By excluding me. By posting 87 photos. Don't contact me again. I blocked that number too. Over the next few days, they tried everything. Aunt Carol at my door with cookies. I didn't answer. Uncle Greg sent an email about family unity. Deleted. Mom left voicemails. First apologetic. Then angry. Then crying. You're tearing this family apart. I saved them all. Evidence. On day 5, something unexpected happened. Venmo notification. Not a request. A payment. Uncle Greg sent me $625. Memo. For the truck. You were right. I stared at it. Another payment. Aunt Carol. $625. Memo. I'm sorry about Paris. My phone rang. Unknown number. It's Uncle Greg. Don't hang up. I'm listening. I paid my share. Carol paid hers. He sighed. I didn't realize you weren't invited until I saw your message. Your mom said you were too busy with work. She lied. Yeah. I'm seeing that now. Pause. What they did was wrong. I wanted you to know some of us get it. Thanks. Take care of yourself, kid. He hung up. $1,250. From two people I barely knew. The only ones who paid. My coworker Jenny took me to lunch. So Uncle Greg and Aunt Carol paid? Yep. What about your mom? The one who needs the money? 17 voicemails. No payment. Jenny laughed. The math ruins her narrative. Exactly. What do you actually want from this? Like end goal? I thought about it. I just want them to leave me alone. Families like yours don't let go. Then I'll keep blocking numbers. She nodded. Just don't let this consume you. Don't let them live rent-free in your head. They've been there rent-free for 29 years. I'm evicting them. On day 9, Mom created a new Facebook account to message me. I can't believe you're doing this. After everything I've done for you. I'm your mother. Your father's truck is broken, and it's your fault. I screenshot it. Saved it. Then I did something impulsive. I posted the screenshot of her original money request. And my response with the math. On my Facebook. Public. Caption. When your family lies about canceling a trip due to budget issues, goes to Paris without telling you, then asks for $5,000 a week later. The math speaks for itself. Tagged everyone who went to Paris. Within an hour, 50 likes. Comments rolled in. This is insane. The audacity. I'm so sorry this happened. My distant cousin commented. This happened to you too? They did the same thing to my family at Christmas. That stopped me. This wasn't their first time. They had a pattern. Rachel found the post. Called from another number. Take that down right now. No. You're making us look terrible. I posted facts. You made yourself look terrible. This is defamation. It's a screenshot of Mom's own message. And math. You're destroying this family. You already did that. I'm just showing receipts. She hung up. The post kept getting shared. Comments from people I barely knew. This exact thing happened with my in-laws. Boundaries are healthy. The Paris photos with budget issues excuse? Next level. Mom called. Different number. Take down that post. Right now. No. You're humiliating me. You humiliated yourself. I'm your mother. And I'm the son you lied to. The one you excluded. The one you only called when you needed money. We thought. You thought I'd be your wallet. When I wasn't, you got mad. That's not true. Then why did you lie about the trip being cancelled? Silence. Why didn't you invite me to Paris? More silence. Why ask me for $5,000 a week after a $20,000 vacation? How do you know it cost? I did the math. You would know that if you'd read my message. She started crying. You're being so cruel. I'm being honest. There's a difference. I don't know you anymore. Good. Because the me you knew was a doormat. I'm done with that. I hung up. The post stayed up. By evening, 200 likes. 50 comments. 10 shares. And my family? Complete silence. No more calls. No more messages. No more showing up. Just silence. And for the first time in 9 days, I slept through the night. 3 months later, my life looked completely different. Not because of some dramatic transformation, but because of what wasn't there anymore. No constant texts asking for money. No guilt trips about missing events I was never invited to. No voicemails cycling through anger and tears. Just silence. And space. And room to breathe. I'd kept the $1,250 from Uncle Greg and Aunt Carol. Put it in savings. Some part of me wanted to keep it separate. Evidence that not everyone in my family was completely broken. Work got better. Got promoted again. Turns out when you're not emotionally exhausted from family drama, you have energy for actual career growth. Jenny took me out to celebrate. Same Thai place. You look lighter, she said. I feel lighter. No regrets about the Facebook post? The post was still up. 243 likes now. No regrets. It was the truth. Your mom ever take down those Paris photos? Nope. Still up. All 87. My apartment had changed too. Replaced the couch mom had given me. Bought a new one. Comfortable. Mine. Hung up real art. Pieces I'd chosen. The apartment felt like mine now. Not like a place I was borrowing until I rejoined the family orbit. In late November, I got a message from my cousin Sophie. The one who'd commented on my Facebook post. Hey. I'm in town next week. Want to grab coffee? We'd met maybe twice at family reunions. Exchanged maybe 10 words total. We met at a coffee shop. She was early 30s, finance, had tired eyes that said she dealt with her own family bullshit. Thanks for meeting me, she said. I've wanted to reach out since your post. How's your family situation? Still a mess. But I cut them off 2 years ago. Best decision ever. Was it hard? Terrifying at first. You spend your whole life thinking you need them. Then you realize sometimes family is just people who share DNA and take advantage. Exactly. Your post really resonated. She continued. The math. Just facts. It's what I wish I'd done. Some people said I was being petty. Some people enable abuse and call it family loyalty. She sipped coffee. After I cut off my parents, I waited for guilt. For regret. It never came. Just relief. That's what I'm feeling. Good. That means you made the right choice. We talked for 2 hours. About family dysfunction. About boundaries. About the weird guilt that comes with being the first to say no. As we left, she hugged me. You're going to be okay. Better than okay. You think? I know. Because you chose yourself. December came. Holiday season. Family pressure time. One text. Unknown number. It's Mom. Using a friend's phone. Your father's birthday is next week. Dinner at Rachel's. You're invited if you want. No pressure. No pressure. After 3 months of silence, I stared at that message. Part of me wanted to go. The part that remembered birthday cakes and the version of Mom who used to braid my hair. But that Mom chose to become someone else. Someone who lied about trips and asked for money after excluding me. I typed, "Thank you for the invitation. I'm not ready yet. Maybe someday. Hope Dad has a good birthday." Polite. Honest. Firm. No response. But I didn't expect one. Christmas came. I spent it with Jenny's family. They'd invited me weeks in advance. Her mom made too much food. Her dad told bad jokes. Her siblings argued about board games. Chaotic and warm and everything my family dinners never were. You good? Jenny asked while we did dishes. Yeah. Really good. No regrets? They invited me to Dad's birthday. After 3 months of silence. That's not reconciliation. That's obligation. She nodded. You're getting good at this boundary stuff. New Year's came. I made resolutions. Exercise more. Read more. Maybe travel. Nothing about family. Just forward motion. In January, Uncle Greg called. Hey kid. How are you? Good. You? Can't complain. Got promoted again, I heard? Yeah. Thanks. Your mom asks about you sometimes. Through Carol. Won't admit she misses you, but she does. I don't know what to do with that. You don't have to do anything. Just thought you should know. Pause. If you ever want to talk, I'm here. Thanks. And kid? You did the right thing. Setting boundaries. That took guts. After we hung up, I sat with that. I hadn't been waiting for validation. But hearing it from someone in the family still meant something. February brought my birthday. The first since everything happened. No calls. No texts. No cards. At first I thought it might hurt. But it didn't. Jenny threw me a party. Small thing. Co-workers. Sophie drove in from out of town. Pizza and board games until midnight. At one point, Jenny pulled me aside. Happy birthday. You good? I'm perfect. I looked around. At people who'd shown up because they wanted to. Not out of obligation. Not because we shared DNA. This is my family now, I said. The one I chose. She smiled. Damn right. Late that night, after everyone left, I sat on my couch. Benson in my lap. Apartment quiet. I thought about last year. Eating leftover pizza alone while my family was in Paris. The 87 photos. The lies. The budget issues. The fake screenshot. The math. The public posts. And I didn't feel angry anymore. Didn't feel hurt. Just free. My phone buzzed. Unknown number. It's Rachel. I know you probably won't respond. But I saw your promotion on LinkedIn. Congratulations. You deserve it. No apology. No acknowledgement of Paris. Just a small peace offering. I didn't respond immediately. Sat with it. Finally typed. Thank you. That was all. Maybe someday there'd be more conversation. Maybe we'd rebuild something. But not today. And maybe not ever. And that was okay. Because I'd learned something important. You don't owe people access to your life just because they're family. You don't owe them forgiveness. You don't owe them explanations. You owe yourself peace. And boundaries. And the right to walk away from people who treat you like a wallet. The Paris photos were still up. All 87. But I'd stopped checking. Stopped counting. Stopped caring. They were living their truth. I was living mine. And my truth was this apartment. This couch. This cat. These friends. This job. This life I'd built after walking away. And it was enough. More than enough. It was everything.